वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं भरते कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परमपदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तककेशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरम् हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानम् मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजम् कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकम् करोति वाचालम् पङ्गुम् लङ्घयते गिरिम् यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः
ॐ श्री
परमात्मने
नमः।
अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः
अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः।
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
कायेन मनसा बुद्ध्या केवलैरिन्द्रियैरपि
कायेन मनसा केवलैरिन्द्रियैरपि
योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति सङ्गम् त्यक्त्वात्मशुद्धये
योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति सङ्गत्वात्मशुद्धये
युक्तः कर्मफलम् त्यक्त्वा शान्तिमाप्नोति नैष्टिकीम्
युक्तः कर्मफलं त्यक्त्वा शान्तिमाप्नोति नैष्टिकीम्
अयुक्तः कामकारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते
अयुक्तः कामकारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते
कर्मयोगिनः अन्तःकरणशुद्धये कर्म कुर्वन्ति कथं कुर्वन्ति इति पृच्छेत् कायेन मनसा इन्द्रियैः अपि केवलैः इन्द्रियैः सङ्गं वर्जयित्वा कामं त्यक्त्वा केवलेन कायेन केवलेन मनसा केवलैः इन्द्रियैः योगिनः कर्मयोगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति किमर्थम् अन्तःकरणशुद्धये सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा ममत्ववर्जितैः ममत्व इत्युक्ते मम फलाय इदं कर्म करोमि इति ममत्ववर्जितैः योगिनः आत्मशुद्धये अन्तःकरणशुद्धये कर्म कुर्वन्ति अतः युक्तः योगी कर्मफलं त्यक्त्वा आपनोति काम आपनोति शांति कीदृशी शांति नैष्टिकीं शांति कर्मनिष्ठया आपेक्षिक शांति ज्ञान निष्ठया आत्यंतिक मोक्षाख्यम शांतिम आपनोति किंतु अयुक्तः कर्मी केवलं कर्म करोति अयुक्तः कर्मी न तो अंतःकरण शुद्धे न तो ईश्वर प्रीत्यर्थम ते स्वार्थपराः अतः युक्तः कामकारेण कर्मफले सक्तः सन् कर्म करोति अतः संसारे निबध्यते इति उक्त्वा अग्रिमश्लोके त्रयोदशतमश्लोके भगवता उक्तमस्ति यत् परमार्थदर्शी परमार्थदर्शी किं करोति इति उक्तमस्ति. We have seen up to the shloka number 12. Bhagavan has beautifully presented karma yogi does karma, not for any selfish purpose, just for Ishvara Prityartham. Ishvara Pritaye. Even Antakarana Shuddhi also is not the goal, because there may be pressure due to that. Sangam Tyaktva Atma Shuddhi, even though Atma Shuddhi is there, Ishvara Pritaye Atma Shuddhi will happen. It's a natural consequence. When karma is done for Ishvara Prityartham, and Antakarana Shuddhi is natural. When Ishvara is there, Antakarana will be Shuddha. It is implied. When you do karma with the attitude of karma yoga, then Ishvara has to be there. He is a bhakta. Without Ishvara, how can the karma be a karma yoga? Not possible. Therefore, he is a bhakta. So, Antakarana Shuddhi is a natural process. For Sangam Tyaktva Atma Shuddhi. Atma Shuddhi, in another place it is said, Atma Shuddhi is Avantara Palam, Ishvara Pritahe. In fact, Ishvara Pritahi, Atma Shuddhi, there is no difference. Ishvara Pritahe karma kurvanti, Atma Shuddhi karma kurvanti, Chittasya Shuddhi karma. When the mind is clean, that place becomes conducive for the Lord to sit, for Lord to abide. Bhagavan will be there in that Hridaya, which is pure, which is clean, which is free from Raga Dvesha, which is free from Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Vatsarya. That person cannot violate Dharma. Therefore, where Dharma is, Ishvara is. Therefore, he is a Bhakta. This is the attitude of a Karma Yogi, Karma Kurvanti. Karmi is bound to samsara. Is interested only in the results of karma, not Ishvara Priti and all. Is propelled by kama to the command to get the result. His actions are propelled by kama. Therefore, Rajoguna Samudbhavaha, Kama Yeshaha, Krodha Yeshaha, Rajoguna Samudbhavaha, his actions are propelled by Rajas, whereas Karma Yogi's actions are propelled by Sattva. Therefore, there is a huge difference. Therefore, Sattva Shuddhi. Now, next Shloka, Bhagavan, he distinguishes how Paramatadashi performs karma. Does he perform karma at all? That he says. In fact, that was the topic. Sarva Karma Sannyasa. This chapter itself It's called sannyasa yoga, karma sannyasa. The fourth chapter, jnana karma sannyasa. And this is sannyasa yoga. So here, the attitude of a sarva karma sannyasi. In other words, Vidvat sannyasi. In other words, Paramatadashi is talked about. Let us read. Yastu Paramartadarshi Saha
यस्तु परमार्थदर्शी सः
Sarvakarmani Manasa Sanyasyaste Sukham Vashi.
सर्वकर्माणि
कर्माणि मनसा
सन्न्यस्यास्ते सुखं वशी
Navadvare Pure Dehi Deva Kurvanna Karayan.
नवद्वारे
पुरे
देहि
देहि
नैव कुर्वन् कारयन्
कारयन्.
Yaha two, whereas, having talked about Karma Yogi and Karmi, whereas the one, Saha, Yaha, the one who is Paramartadarshi. Paramascha aso Vartaha Paramartaha. So Paramartam, Ishwaram, Ishvara is Paramarta, Moksha Rupi. Therefore, Paramartam Drashtam Sheelam Yeshamte. ताच्छल्यार्थे नी प्रत्यय परमार्थदर्शी तत्वदर्शी तत्वं द्रष्टुम परमार्थ तत्वं द्रष्टुम परमार्थ इज तत्व ब्रह्म ईश्वर मोक्ष परम पुरुषार्थ इत्यर्थः द्रष्टुम शीलम येषां ते one who is darshi seer of the truth the tattva is the knowledge that is that brahma heva sarvam idam viti everything is ishvara. This Jagat is not separate from Ishvara. That Jagat Karanam Brahma Aham Asmi. That is a darshanam. That is a vision. The one who has this vision is Paramatadashi. The Paramatadashi, Saha Katamasti, how he would be. That Bhagavan says here. Saha is described. How does he perform karma? First of all, does he perform karma? He also performs karma in the third chapter. Bhagavan has said, karma is unavoidable. Karma to be performed. Because nahi kachi kshanam api jatu tishtatya karma kartu. Karite havashak karma sarva prakriti jair gunaihi. So nobody can remain without performing karma. But here we talk about Jnani. Does he also perform karma? No. He performs karma not for gaining anything. He just performs karma only for the sharira yatra. Because he is Paramartadarshi. Therefore, just for the maintenance of the shariram alone he performs karma. Shariram kevalam karma kurban napnoti kilbisham. Iti Bhagavan has said in the fourth chapter we saw. Virashir yatachittatma tyakta sarva parigraha. Shariram kevalam karma kurban napnoti kilbisham. Karmanya pravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti saha. Tasya karyam na vidyate. Therefore, he doesn't have any karma to do, because he is free from all the rules and regulations. He is a Paramatadashi. Now, this person In fact, he's a sannyasi. It's sarvakarma sannyasi. That is Vidvat sannyasi, is action. He also, because this shariram is there, therefore, prarabdhavashat karma kartavyameva, at least for the maintenance of the shariram. But he performs karma, as said in this chapter itself, Pashyan, Shrindvan, Prasan, Jigran, Nashtan, Gachan, Swapan, Shvasan, Indriyani Indriyateshu Vartante, iti dharayan, Neva Kinchit Karomi. That the is the state of his mind that Bhagavan says here. His actions, sarva karmani, all the actions, sanyasya, all the actions, having given up all the actions. How does he give up? Manasa. Manasa is through the mind. Through the mind, how will you give up action? Manasa meaning jnanena ityartha. That is why jnana karma sannyasa. Jnanena karma sannyasa. Not physically giving up karma through knowledge. It means aham karta, aham bhokta, that abhimana tyagaha, the kartritva tyagaha. That tyaga is possible only through jnana. Therefore, manasa. Therefore, sarva karmani sanyasya, having given up all the karma, nitya nimitika, the karma, all the karma. Manasa, even the karma, passion, shunvan, prasan, jagran, all the karma, he doesn't do. Because through knowledge he gives up. The kartrutvam not there. Therefore, manasa, sanyasya, tyaktva, vivekena. That manasa is jnanena, atma, anatma, vivekena. Atma cannot do karma. How can atma do karma? I being atma, I cannot do karma. Anatma also cannot perform karma. Atma being jadam. Therefore, that is jnanam. Therefore, atma, anatma, viveka. That is jnanam, manasa, jnanena, manasa, sanyasya, aste, he remains. Au sukam, happily. Vashi. Vashi means one who has got everything under his vasha. That means he has mastery over what? Over this sharira manasanghata, this body, this tenement is there. Therefore, he has got vashi, complete mastery over this sharira manasanghata, sukam, vashi. Who? We're talking about the person who is a person that dehi. The second line it is mentioned, dehi. Dehi sarva karmani manasa sanyasya aste. Dehi, degaha asya asti iti, dehi is this person, this jivatma, which is an enlightened jivatma. Jnani, dehi, the one who resides in the shariram, that atma, jivatma, jnani jivatma, he aste, saha aste, he remains. Sukam, happily aste, sukam aste, vashi. Another name is given, vashi. Vashi also pratama ekavachanam only, vashi. Dehi, vashi. He resides in this shariram, and that shariram is compared to a pura, a city, which has got 9 dwara, 9 gates, 9 gated city. Navadvare pure dehi. In the body, which is just 9 gates, he remains in this shariram. Katam sukam, happily remains sukam, happily remains in this shariram. Not that he is attached to the shariram. So vashi means sukam vashi. Navadvare pure sukam vashi. Vashi, sukam vashi aste. He has got mastery over this Body means complex. And this body has got Navadvara. Residing in that body, it remains happily. Residing in the Sharir remains happily. So he doesn't have Abhimana with the Shariram, therefore he can remain happily. Otherwise, where is happiness? Otherwise, what is the meaning of Vashi also? He can't remain happy. That is one thing. And Vashi itself is not a meaning. Vashi remains in this Shariram, lives in the Shariram, resides in this tenement happily, comfortably. And Naiva Kurvan Nakarajan. He doesn't do anything at all. Being Atma. Avikriyaha, Nishkriyaha Atma. And Jivatma is, he has gained Naishkaramya Siddhi, gained the status of actionlessness through Jnanam. So therefore, being an enlightened Jiva, therefore, residing in the Shariram, the nine-gated city, not doing anything at all, Naiva Kurvan Nakare, not causing anyone to do. So he doesn't do na karta bhavati, na karayita api bhavati. So na karta, kartarutvam, na karta. Therefore, karta means I'm the doer. Doer requires all the other karakas, karma, karana, sampradana, all the karakas. Naiva kurvan, na kurvan means doesn't have abhimana with the sharira, and therefore all the karakas are also upamardana. They are also gone with the because of the knowledge. Being Atma, therefore Atma cannot do karma, that is knowledge. Anatma cannot also independently perform karma. Anatmatva jadatvat. Therefore, na karma karoti, naiva kurvan aste. Nakar again. Kurvan, it's similar to Pashyan. Pashyan, Shunban, Prashan, Jigran, all its action. Indriyani, Indriyartha Vartante. Naiva kichit karomi. Same idea here also. Na kurvan. Nakar again. Also, he will not be neither is an agent of action nor is a causative agent. Natu karta, natu prayojakaha api hetuscha swatantraha karta tat prayojako hetuscha both are not. So therefore all the karakas, all the karakas which are centered on the primary karta, primary karakam, karta karakam, and karta karakam itself is not there. Then actions not there. Even though he does action, he doesn't do. That is the idea. Naiva kinchit karo, naiva kinchit karma, naiva kinchit karomi, gurvan api na karoti. Even though he does, he doesn't do. About satyam mithya. Atma satyam na karma karoti. And this mithya shariram karma, the shariram is blessed by this Atma Chaitanyam, therefore performs karma. But that karma, by karma, Atma is never touched. That is na kurvan na karagam. It doesn't mean that not doing anything just remains sit like a log. That is not the meaning. Being Atma, therefore he doesn't do karma. Atma cannot do karma. If Atma does karma, then kartrutvam is samsaritvam. And he is a muktaha paramatadashi, therefore kartrutvam not there, therefore is one with Atma. Atma abhimana, natu sharira abhimani, Atma abhimani. And anatma being there, shariram being there, and blessed by Atma, karma happens. He doesn't have abhimana with since he doesn't have abhimana with the anatma, therefore not with the karma also. Abhimana rahitatvat, na kurvan, na karagan. He doesn't do karma, doesn't cause to do karma also. Now, the Bhashyam. Sarvani karmani, sarva karmani,
सर्वाणि
सर्वाणि
सर्वकर्माणि
कर्माणि सर्वकर्माणि
sanyasya parityajya
Sanyasya
Sanyasya
parityajya
parityajya
नित्यं नैमित्तिकं काम्यं प्रतिषिद्धं च
nityam
nityam
naimittikam kamyam
naimittikam kamyam
pratishiddham
pratishiddham
cha
cha
तानि सर्वाणि कर्माणि
तानि
तानि
सर्वाणि
सर्वाणि
कर्माणि
कर्माणि
मनसा विवेकबुद्ध्या
मनसा
मनसा
विवेकबुद्ध्या
विवेकबुद्ध्या
कर्मादौ अकर्म सन्दर्शनेन
कर्मादौ
कर्मादौ अकर्म
अकर्मसु
सन्दर्शनेन
कर्मसंदर्शनेन
सन्त्यज्य इत्यर्थः।
संत्यज्य
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 इत्यर्थः।
इत्यर्थः।
इत्यर्थः
आस्ते तिष्ठति सुखम्
आस्ते
आस्ते
तिष्ठति
तिष्ठति
सुखम्
सुखम्
संपूर्वक संनिपूर्वक अस् धातु प्लस लिप प्रत्यय संन्यस्य. The way a padam is derived. The karma for the levanta is sarvani, sarva karmani. She said the shloka. Sarva karmani is karmadaraya. Sarvani cha tani karmani, sarva karmani. All the actions. Sanyasya parityajya. All the actions. Parityajya, having done tyaga, having given up. How that later he says manasa, jnanena. What are the karmas? What are the different types of actions? Sarvani is there. Therefore, nityam, nityam karma, nitya karma, naimittikam karma, kamyam karma, pratishiddham cha. Nitya naimittika kamya pratishiddhani karmani. Nitya karmani sandhya vandana adi karmani. Agnihotra, sandhya vandana, agnihotra adi karmani, nitya karmani. These karmas are mandated by Shastram, should be performed. Nityam, Nityam mandatory, compulsory. And of course, some of the karmas are performed daily also. Nityam is vihitam karma, Shastrena, what is mandated by the Shastra. And naimittikam karma, karmas which are performed occasionally, not done every day. That is also mandated. Special karma, shraddha, karma. और ग्रहण समय यानी यत् कर्म कर्तव्यम तत् तर्पणादि कर्म. That is naimittikam karma. And kamyam karma, karma which is propelled by, driven by kama. Putra kameshti yajna, avahanti homa ityadi karmani. Pratishiddham is the karma which are prohibited by the Shastra. Pratishiddham cha. Those karma which are prohibited by the Shastra. Tani sarvani karmani. Prayaschittani also, in fact, that also can be included. Prayaschittani karmani. Karmas are of 5 types. Nityam, nitya, naimittika, kamya, pratishiddha, prayaschitta. So, tani sarvani karmani, all the actions. Sarva includes all the actions. Sarvani karmani, santyajya, sanyasya, parityajya, manasa. Katam manasa. How? By the manasa. Manasa is viveka buddhya. Not just mind. Why it is viveka buddhya, Vashikara says? Because in the mind, in the buddhi alone, jnanam happens. Jnanam happens only in the antakaranam, in the mind, manas, manasi eva. Therefore manasa. Therefore manasa is jnanena, buddhya, by understanding, by knowledge. Viveka buddhya, atma anatma viveka buddhya, clear knowledge born of the discrimination of atma and anatma, viveka buddhya. So santyajya. Therefore it is jnana karma sannyasa. Not just kevala karma sannyasa, jnana karma sannyasa. Kevala karma sannyasa. Suppose if it is kevala karma sannyasa, then Dehi cannot say na kurban, na karma karomi, na kara yami, cannot say. Naiva kurban na karayan will not fit in. Therefore, it is jnanena, therefore, manasa viveka buddhya. So, viveka buddhya karma sannyasa. Therefore, it is what sannyasa it is. Whether the person has taken to sannyasa or not, it is sannyasa only. That is vidvat sannyasa. That is vidvat sannyasa. So, saha manasa viveka buddhya sannyasya karmadu akarma sandarshanena santyajya. Karmadu in karma. Karmadu akarma. Karmanya karmayah pashyet akarmanisha karmayah. Sabuddhiman manusyeshu. Sayukta Krishna karma krita. Bhagavan has said before. So karma adau, with reference to karma. Karma is any karma. Any karma, akarmaka sandarshanam. The one who has the sandarsham, the vision of akarma. Akarma sandarshanena. Akarma is actionlessness. Karma is action. One who has a vision of actionlessness in action. Actionlessness, that is of the Atma. So therefore, the one who has the knowledge of the vision of actionlessness, that is Atma, in every, it refers to every karma. That is, Atma is actionlessness, anishkarmya, doesn't do action. Therefore, karmani yaha akarma. Karmanya karmayah pashet. Akarmani cha karmayaha. That is what Bhagavan has said. That is what santyajanam is. That is what giving up. So giving up is, that is due to knowledge. Viveka buddhya. So Bhashyakara explains that what is the Viveka buddhi, what is it jnanam? Karmado akarmaka sandarshanena santyajya. Giving up is through the knowledge, through the vision of akarma, that is Atma, in all the actions. Atma is actionless. Atma doesn't do action. Therefore, actionlessness of Atma, one who has a vision of actionlessness of Atma in all the karmas. Even though karmas are there, but Atma doesn't do karma. It means the nature of Atma is actionlessness. Cannot do karma. How can Atma do karma? Does it have anga, limbs? Does it have manaha, separate manaha, buddhi? All these are anatma. So anatma is put together. Atma is not put together. Atma is purna, it is total. Doesn't have parts, doesn't have anga, doesn't have eyes, doesn't have nose, doesn't have. In fact, all the anatma which has chakshuhu, shrotra, ityadi. But Atma is chakshushas chakshuhu, shrotrasya shrotram, manaso manaha. In the presence of Atma, eyes are. Yes, eyes are what they are. Ears are what they are. Hearing happens, seeing happens, thinking happens in the mind. Therefore, Atma doesn't do. Atma just by its presence blesses the Anatma, and Anatma performs action. That is Akarmaka Sandarshanam. That is the Santyajanam, that is the giving up of karma. That is the Sarva Karmani Sanyasya. Therefore, it is Jnana Karma Sanyasa Ityartaha. So, therefore, Santyajya Tishtati, this Dehi, this enlightened Jivatma, the Jivatma, Jivaha, the Atma which has which is occupied, which is inhabiting, which is residing in this Sharira. Aste tishtati remains. Oh, Sukham, happily remains in this Shariram. Sukham, happily. Then next line. Tyaktavang manakhaya cheshtaha
त्यक्त्वां
त्यक्तं
मनःखाय चेष्टः
मनःकाय चेष्टः
nirayasaha
निरायासः
सः
prasannachittaha
प्रसन्नचित्तः
प्रसन्नचित्तः
atmanah anyatra nivritta sarva bhagya prayojanaha iti.
आत्मनः
अन्यत्र
अन्यत्र
निवृत्त
निवृत्त
सर्वबाह्य
सर्वबाह्य
प्रयोजनः
प्रयोजन इति
Sukham aste
सुखं
सुखम्
आस्ते
आस्ते
iti uchyate.
इति
इति
उच्यते
उच्यते.
Sukham aste remains this deha, the dehi, happily. What does it mean? That here the descriptions of dehi is given. Tyakta vang manakhaya cheshtaha, one description. And also it describes how that dehi remains in this pura happily. Nirayasaha, another description of the dehi. Prasanna chittaha, dehi, third description. Atmanaha anyatra nivritta sarvabhagya prayojanaha. Four words describes the dehi, and that describes that how does he remain in this deha happily, sukhamaste. Tyaktavang manakhaya cheshtaha, one word. Tyaktavang maya manakhaya cheshtaha. So tyaktaha ta pratyaya, nishta pratyaya. When nishta pratyaya at the beginning of the compound, it has to be bhagavarihi. So it describes the person, the jnani, the wise man. By him, tyaktaha. What are tyaktaha? All the cheshtaha, all the activities, karmani, karma. Karma performed by what? Vak, speech, manaha, mind, and kayaha, sharira. Sharira manasangata. Anatma. He has given up the karma performed by the sharira, which is anatma. It means doesn't have anatma vivana. Therefore jnanam. That's why jnani, wise man. So tyaktani, first it is vaksha, manahacha, kayascha, vangmanak, kayaha, this itra dvanda samasa. Vagmanakaya cheshta, vagmanakaya cheshta, tyaktaha vagmanakaya kaya cheshtaha yena saha. By whom all the actions of speech, mind, and kaya, the body, are given up. That person. This is tyaha. That person is sannyasi. Vidvat sannyasi yatihi. They are given up. This is what real sannyasa means. Sannyasa is. Then nirayasaha. Ayasa is prayatna, effort. Ayasa, effort. Nirgataha ayasaha yasmatsaha. One who is free from all types of struggle. Ayasa is struggle. When there is abhimana with the sharyam, there is struggle. That is samsara. This person, because his focus has changed, his abhimana is with atma, therefore yasaha, therefore there is no ayasa, there is no struggle, there is no exertion. He enjoys freedom. Nirayasaha. Prasanna chittaha is antakarna, chittam. Prasannam chittam. Yasya saha. Prasanna chittaha always is, yes, enjoys a mind which is prasanna, which is tranquil, which is calm, which is contented, quiet, not agitated. Prasanna chittaha. In chitta only the thoughts rises. Thought waves, it rises up and the turbulence happen. But the person is not taken over by that because he is a sakshi. He knows all the pratyas, the thoughts, the thoughts, various cognitions happening in the antakaranam. This is also mithya. Antakaranam being mithya, what about the pratyaya, cognition? That is also mithya. He's just a sakshi, witness of all the cognitions. And he remains prasanna, always remains tranquil, enjoys being content, being quiet, prasanna, not agitated. In fact, his chittam also will not be agitated because as a sadhaka, if you have seen, it is shami, dami, enjoys a mind which is quiet, quietude. Now he is, not because of knowledge, therefore naturally he is prasanna chittaha. Then the other description is atmanaha anyatra. Anyatra nivritta sarva bhagya prayojanaha. Prayojanam is Napumsakalinga, but Prayojanaha, therefore it is also Bhagavad Samasa. So Prayojanam, Sarva Bhagya Prayojanam. So Prayojanam, Sarva Bhagya Prayojanam. Prayojanam is utility, but here Prayojanam is, it is the sense of the Purushartha, the Dharmartha Kama Purushartha, Prayojanam, usefulness, utility, purpose. Sarva Bhagya, Bhagya is a, therefore I said, Dharmartha Kama. So, सर्वे च ते भाग्याः सर्वभाग्य प्रयोजनः सर्वभाग्यानां प्रयोजनम, that is सर्वभाग्य, this purusharthaः, that is bhagya purushartha, dharmartha kama purushartha, that is the prayojanam, the purpose, the motive with regard to the bhagya, the external bhagya prapancha, that is nivritta. So nivrittani sarvabhagya prayojanani yena saha. By one, nivrittani atmanaha anyatra. Other than Atma is, therefore, other than moksha, other than being with oneself, other than Nishtha in this Atma, all the other purposes, the motives, sarva, which are external, or nivritta, he has withdrawn. The person who has withdrawn from all the other purposes, external purposes, therefore he is dead to the external world, is not not interested in any bhagya vastu, and bhagya, therefore the prapancha has not got any utility for this person because he is contented with himself. Therefore, nivritta sarva bhagya prayojanaha. Atmanaha anyatra, other than Atma. Atma is it is antara. In fact, it is Atma is neither antara nor bhagya. It is sarvam. Sarva bhagya prayojanaha is, it is mithya because one who has gained Atma, what is the purpose of this other Purushartha or this Bhagya Prapancha? It has lost its utility for this person. Therefore, this person, Sarva, is a person is Nivritta Sarva Bhagya Prayojanaha Atmanaha Nyatra iti. That person, I mean, the person is contented, is happy with Atma, that is, enjoys Atmananda, not Vishayananda. That is the meaning. The Vishayas have got no purpose to serve. Has got no purpose for this person. He is free. He is free from dharma, artha, kama, the purushartha. This what is gainable, what is gained through artha and kama. That artha and kama which gives some sort of comfort, happiness, is free from that because he has gained that And he has gained that, gaining which everything is gained. Whatever this artha, the dharma artha kama gives, it's only small, very small in terms of quality and quantity compared to that what he has gained. This dharma artha kama vishayananda, they are subject to dosha, trivida dosha. But that is, they are also sadosha purushartha, but he has gained nirdosha purushartha in the form of the knowledge of oneself, Atma. So therefore, there is no comparison. He has understood, he has got Purushartha Nishchaya, therefore, and he has gained the Purushartha. That is why Nivritta Sarva Bhagya Prayojanaha. Iti Saha Sukham Aste. Saha, all these are description of that person. Saha, because he is so, therefore Sukham Aste, therefore remains happily in this Shariram. He is Tyakta Vangmana Kaya Cheshtaha. He has given up the karma of the Shariramana Sangata, Anatma Vimana, not that, therefore remains happily. One cannot remain happily in the Shariram with the Abhimana, with the Anatma. The more the Abhimana with Anatma, the Shariramana Sangata, the more painful would be his Jivanam, his life. Yeah, because he has given up, therefore he is happy being in the Shariram. How can a person, how can a human being be happy remaining in the Shariram? The Shariram is all the time, has got one or the other problem. And Jara in old age was only problem. All the limbs, they show their presence. Pain is there. Aware of the Shariram is very intense, in fact, in old age. How can a person be happy in the mental Shariram unless a person is a Jnani? So therefore, with the Sharira Vimanam, nobody can be Sukham Bashi in this Deka. Therefore, Tyakta Vangmanak Kai Cheshtaha, being in the Shariram and free from Abhimana with the Shariram, therefore he is happy. No ayasa and always prasanna chittaha and nivarta bhagya, sarva bhagya prayojanaha. It doesn't have to gain anything through exertion through the shariram. Atmana hanyatra. Therefore only sukham vashi. Therefore only sukham aste. Otherwise, where is sukham residing in this shariram? It's a big burden. It's a samsara only. Samsara for a samsari, not for a jnani. Jnani, in spite of having any terminal illness, he remains happy in the Shariram. The illness has got no meaning at all. All great spiritual Jains, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Ramana Maharishi, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had got throat cancer, but it never bothered him. Tyakta Vangmanaka Cheshtaha, Prasanna Chittaha, always reveling on the thoughts of Kali. So, Dakshineshwar Kali. Therefore, all these are the descriptions of the Jnani. Therefore, Sukham Naste remains in the Shariram, not bothered by the Upadhi, not bothered by this Upadhi. Upadhi, in both ways Upadhi. Upadhi also. Not disturbed by the troubles which the Shariram causes. Therefore, Prasanna Chittaha iti. Then Sukhamaste. That's why Sukhamaste. Because the word Sukhamaste is that has to be ascertained. How can a person be Sukhamaste in the Shariram? Unless the person is an Jnani, unless the person is a Jnani, then it is not possible Sukhamaste. Therefore, Bhashikara says, Tyaktavang manakaya cheshtaha nirayataha prasanna chittaha atmana hanyatra. It means he ever abides in Atma, he has got Nishtha in the Atma. Never loses his focus on himself. Not carried over by this Bhagya Prapancha. It has lost its Prayojanam, this Bhagya Prapancha. Therefore, Nivritta Sarva Bhagya Prayojanaha San Sukham Aste Asmin dehe. Then the next line. Vashi jitendriyaha ityartaha.
वशी
वशी
जितेन्द्रियः
जितेन्द्रिया
इत्यर्थः
इत्यर्थः
Vashi is vashaha asya asti. Ini pratyaya. So vashi meaning ichitendriyaha. Jitani indriyani. Yena saha jitendriyani. So body is also is indriya. Body is also is as a whole. It has got 5 sense organs plus 1. Therefore jitendriyaha. Or mind. Body and mind can be included, taken as one. That is what depicted in the chariot. Chariot got 5 horses. 5 plus the ratha is the body. So therefore 6. Therefore sharira mana sangatani, jitendriya. He has got this under his vasha. He has got mastery over the shariram. Therefore dami ityartaha. She is dami. Has got mastery over his sense organs, senses. Then kva katam aste iti aha.
क्व कथम्
कथम्
आस्ते
आस्ते
इति
इति
आह
आह
Navadvare pure
नवद्वारे
नवद्वारे
पुरेः
पुरे
saptashirshanyani
शीर्षण्यादि
सप्तशीर्षण्यानि
atmanah upalabdidvarani
आत्मनः
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 उपलब्धिद्वाराणि
उपलब्धिद्वाराणि
arvak dve mutra purisha visargarthe
अवाक्त्वे
अवाक्त्वे
मूत्रपुरीश
पुरुष
विसर्गार्थे
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 taihi dvaraihi
तैः
तैः
द्वारैः
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 navadvaram puram uchyate shariram
नवद्वारं
नवद्वारं
पुरम्
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 उच्यते
उच्यते
शरीरम्
शरीरम्
puramiva puram.
पुरमिव
पुरमिव
पुरम्
पुरम्
Sapta Shishanyani. Before that, Katam, Kva Katam Aste. How does the person remains in the Sharira? That is told, Aha. Kva Katam Aste. Kva is where? Katam Aste, Kva. Putra. Putra Aste. Sukam. Katam is here. It is Kva is a Kva. Where? Where does the person remains? Sukam Aste. Navadvare Pure. In this Pura, in the city, which has got Dwara, Navadvaram, 9-gated city. What is this 9-gated city? This Shariram. How the Shariram is described as Navadvare Pure iti. So 9-gated means 9 apertures, 9 holes are there. Where are these? Sapta Shishanyani. Shirasi Bhavani Tatra Bhavaha Tadita Pratyaya. Yat Shirasi Bhavani Shishanyani. That Pratyaya is Yat Pratyaya. Shirshan. Shirshanyani Shirasi. That is Sapta Shirshanyani Shirasi Bhavani. 7 gates are there on the Shiras, on the head. Bhashyakara has not mentioned because we know. 2 eyes, eyes are 2 ears, nostrils 2, mouth. So 7. So 7 holes, 7 gates are there. And these are Upalabdhi Dvarani Atmanaha. Upalabdhi Dvarani. Upalabdhi is Upalabdaha. Upalabdehe Dvar Upalabda Dvarani. Upalabda is for the Upalabdhi is perception, knowledge. It is for the Atmanaha, it is used for gaining the perception. These are the sense organs. So Atmanaha Upalabdhi Dvarani. It is meant for the perception. For oneself, it is meant for the perception. Perception of objects. Eyes are meant for seeing things. nose for smell, ears for hearing, mouth for taste, even for speech also. It has got dual purpose. It serves as both karmendriyani as well as jnanendriyani, tongue. So therefore upalabdhi means jnanam ityartha, sense organs. So jnana dvarani it is for atmanaha, for the jiva, for oneself. Upalabdehe dvarani atmanaha. And arvak. Arvanch Shabda. We have seen the Shabdavadi to declare Arvak. Arvak is below. Dve, two are there. Two dwaras are there. Dve, dware, staha. Arvak. Adaha, below. Mutra purisha visargharte. One is for Mutra, other one is for Purisha. Visargharte means for the evacuation, for the removal of Mutra and Purisha, both the liquid and the solid waste. For the removal of that, two apertures, two holes are there. So Taihi Dwarahi, through these Taihi Dwarahi, by these gates, Navadwaram Puram Uchyate Sharidam. Because it has got 9 Dwara, therefore this Shariram is called Navadwara Puram Uchyate Sharidam. Navadwara Puram Uchyate. The body is called the city of 9 gates. If you remember in Kathopanishad in the Bhasham Bhashakara said 11 gated city. Here it is 9 gated, there it is 11 gated. Bhashakara included 2 also. One is the navel that Navi, that is also a hole, and Brahmarandra. So there he said in Kathopanishad Bhashyam, 11 gated city. So whether it is 9 or 11, it is Puravat. It's like a Pura, like a city. So Puramiva Puram, like a city. It's not a city, it's like a city. So body is not a city. Body, city is Chennai city, Bombay city is your city. Is it a city? Where people, can travel, someone can just come and stay. Puram Iva Puram. That is why you say Puram Iva. You have to tell that Puram Iva, Gauna Prayoga it is. It is likened to a city. Body is compared to a city. Therefore, Puram Iva Puram. Navadvare Pure Dehi. This we know, but still, Ashikara says, Puram Iva Puram. Not as likened to a city. It is like a city. City is there meant for whom? For the indweller. The city is constructed, a well-planned city for whom? For the people to reside. And this body is a pura. It is meant for whom? It is meant for the Swami, the master. Who is the Swami? Atmika Swamikam. From there we will read. We will read in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಶರಣ್ಜಿ.